Psst, hey, you there! You want some lore? Hi, I'm MissedStrange. You can call me Strange, I don't mind. And I wanted to take a bit of your time just to talk about some Vtuber lore stuffs. Most likely, you're here because you are a Vtuber, or maybe you're just curious about how to start writing Vtuber lore. Luckily for you, I literally do that. I'm a Vtuber lore writer and I've done so for the last year. I've written lore for several different types of Vtubers and I would like to impart some of my advice onto you from my many years of writing in general. Quickly, we'll go over what Vtuber lore is, what its functions are, and how you can get started with writing your own. So first things first, what is a Vtuber lore? Vtuber lore is essentially the lore or backstory you create for your persona, your character. It explains who your persona is and why they are a certain way. It can be really, really simple, or it can be super, super complex. You've seen some of the videos out there. They're really complex. Some of them people choose to do it in a document and some people choose to do it in a video format or like a comic format. There are so many ways you can do it, oh my god. Regardless, it's basically just a story that explains aspects of your original character or OC. Do you have a cool scar? Well, you can explain that with Vtuber lore. Are you like a dragon-human hybrid? Well, you can explain that with Vtuber lore. Lore can be as deep or as simple as you want it to be. Many VTubers create lore to assume their intended persona, but you don't have to make that if you don't want to. Your lore isn't the be-all, end-all of your character. There's no specific direction you really need to go for it. You can do silly, you can do serious, you can do a mixture of both. Much like anything in the VTuber community, lore is not necessary to be a VTuber. It's akin to like buying fancy overlays, traditional art, and all those other things, but you don't have to necessarily be a writer to start with Vtuber lore. We somewhat see it as a necessity in this community to have like everything, since all the big corporate VTubers have kind of made it the standard. If you start with your lore first, it can help to inform other things about your character or persona, like what do they look like, or what sort of character are they, which can help inform your persona. But like I said, you do not need it to be a good VTuber, you don't really even need it at all. It's a bit of fun. It's up to personal taste and preferences again. Personally, I think that the more lore the better. Lore can help tell stories in an aesthetically pleasing little bundle without having to be super, super explicit. Go wild, go crazy. As long as the ideas are across, do whatever you want. So, how do you start making lore? You have your character, let's go. How do you make your lore? There's no tried and true method to doing anything in writing. Well, there is. Let me rephrase. There is no tried and true method to start making a Vtuber lore, but I think a good place to start, especially if you're not a writer, is to make these character profiles. You've probably seen them around. Character profiles are really good. Fill in the blanks. Answer every question that you think is relevant about your character. Leave what you don't want, you know? Nobody is expecting you to create a perfectly crafted high-bar piece. We're all just trying to have fun. So just do it. Once you have all the basics written out, pick out a couple of things in your design that you might need to explain. Make a mind map and try to answer your own questions. When you answer those questions, you can use that to inform things in your lore, for example. That's pretty much it for Vtuber lore. Well, that's not it. I wasn't super detailed, but maybe we can leave that up to a future video, maybe an in-depth video about how to start writing your Vtuber lore. I'd love to get my 2 cents in on things that are writing related, and it's kind of the reason I joined this community, to talk more about the writing and creativity of making all our cool little OCs. So if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to comment below. I will try and look at them as best I can. That's enough for me, folks. I'm gonna slither away now. Don't go missing me, or do. It's up to you. Bye-bye! Bye-bye!